E- Hello there, this is Enrique from Isaac in Mexico, and I'm gonna give an implementation overview on how to implement AutoGT, the program that increased our conversion rate from open to applicant in 36% compared to last year and over 40 compared to the previous month before having this running. So the three things we're gonna see here is what does it work, how does it work, sending opportunities with GetResponse, a quick overview on the automatization flow, and I'm going to explain a little bit about how the code works. Actually, there's an important part there. So let's get started with GetResponse. So what happens here is that we already have the EPs in here, and we already know which program they're applying for because we have this in thanks to a plugin we're using. So we already know if they're applying, if they are interested in GD or in GE or in GV. So in this case, we're using the contact list for GT. So we wait for a few days because we don't want to send the email right away because we know Expo sends another email. Then we start nurturing for them to complete their profile. So we check if they haven't completed their profile, they enter a loop until they complete their profile. Once they completed their profile, this we check with code. Then we start sending opportunities. So we know the times, it's already explained in the booklet. So with this gap of times, we'll start sending opportunities to them. And start sending opportunities, keep sending opportunities. This is also always fresh, brand new opportunities from our country partners and distributed by profiles, either IT, marketing, business administration, etc. So here we have we know the life cycle from them. So we know the life cycle, and once the life cycle is finished with the effective time from lead, once that is done, we don't want to spam them, so we just take them out of the flow. And also when they get applicant or accepted for opportunities, then they also go out of flow since we start a different campaign with them because it has a different flow then. But this is the quick overview how it works. We make sure they have their complete profile, and then we start sending opportunities because we know that's the bottleneck for them. They're not actually looking for opportunities. So we start sending opportunities for them to actually get to apply. That's how it works, the overview of the automatization flow and GetResponse for the first part of the campaign. The rest is nurturing. Now, let's see how it works with the code. This is the repo. You may want to check it out. We also have this for GB, we also have for GE, and we're about to get started with the ICX part since this has been working well for us. Now a little bit of the code. Here, there's a little wrapper for GetResponse, there's a little wrapper for Expa or GIS, and we have we're using token from Expa and from YOP. This is just to get information. This is how it works. We start a simple call with the YOP token to notify about new opportunities for the users in GetResponse. So here we go to the definition of this function, and here you have it. Here what we're doing is actually we define in the JSON file the backgrounds and the country partners we want to use. So this is just reading this file that is right here. So we define, okay, all of these backgrounds, this is the ID, these are the IDs from EXPA, our business administration, these are engineering, blah, 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 etc., okay? So we just read these backgrounds, and then what we do is get opportunity from those backgrounds. Here we just get the ID, because with this method, we just actually get just small information. So we take the ID, and with the ID we get the full opportunity. So we get one opportunity per each. This is fresh, brand new from our country partners with the products we define, with the profiles we define. And we just grab them in an array because we're going to carry them. And also we get the country because sometimes it's not specified in here, so it's important to get the country for the flow. And then once we have the opportunities per profile and the countries as well, we just carry them away, and then we go to send them to GetResponse. And what happens next is actually since we define a gap of time for when to send these emails and these opportunities, we don't need to check the 500, right? So we just need to send, like, let's say the 50 that are gonna be nurtured tomorrow. So we start checking by gaps of 7 days, and we ask GetResponse, okay, give me these people, and then in Expa we need to check, okay, do they have their profile complete? If they don't, then we mark them, okay, they don't have profile complete, so they can keep on the flow, so until they have their full profile. This is done with in Expa, and once their profile is complete, we just put it in GetResponse. We can see the definition of that method here. It's actually quite simple. We just ask Expa, and then if so, we put them in GetResponse. Back here, we need to check if they're applicants. If they're applicants, we are interested in moving into a different flow. So, okay, are there applicants? Okay, they're not applicants yet, so we still need to nurture them here and keep sending opportunities to them. So what we do here is we start sending opportunities. We go to this method here. So we already have the opportunities that we've been carrying away since the beginning, and we already have the GetResponse ID that we asking here in the previous method. We get the opportunities back again, and what we do is actually we get custom fields that we define in GetResponse and start sending the values we need per opportunity. For example, the link to apply, the title of the opportunity, the description of the opportunity, and the country of the opportunity. It's important for us to show that to the customer. And then we send it to GetResponse. So once again, what happens here is we get all the EPs, we check if their applicants in the profile is complete, and then when they're not applicants and the profile is complete, we start sending the opportunities to them. And this is basically how the code works. That's an overview. And I think the code is quite easy to understand, and this is running in Python. Then we run this we run this every morning. So we just check those that are to be sent in the next few days, and then we update the opportunities we're sending to them. And if you want to know what are the IDs, these are the GetResponse IDs per field. These are custom fields. You can just comment this line here and uncomment this one here, and it's gonna show you all your custom fields, and it's gonna print the IDs. So just check them out and identify the ones you need to use. And then for the last part, we go back to GetResponse. It's actually how it works with the email. So here we have the tags that we should already know in GetResponse. I guess you know if you use GetResponse. And here we use the title, here we use the country, and here we use the description, and here is where we use the link. So once you're clicking in this button, you're taken to that specific opportunity, because you're reading this opportunity. I want to go to, let's say this is Brazil, Colombia, Peru, then this is shown here. This marketing opportunity is in Peru. Okay, I want to apply for this specific opportunity in Peru, so you're taken to that specific opportunity that is real time, is open, and is brand new. And that's basically how it works. We add some other things for our nurture. Tags, it's what is actually important in this part. So that's the three parts you need to implement this. The rest can be added or designed by your marketing team or your IM team. So once again, the flow, we need to have them with full profile, and we need to know if their applicants are accepted and taken to a different flow, and keep nurturing the complete their profiles. We also check that with code, and then we get fresh brand new opportunities and update them to GetResponse every day. And the last part again, we get that fresh information from fresh opportunities, and we put in the emails that we send to them. This is again tackling the bottleneck that we have, that they're not looking for opportunities, so we get opportunities to go right on their inbox. That's it. I hope this is helpful for you.